welcome, Grace, to White Fox After Hours.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. We're so excited to have you.
No problem.
We didn't know if we could fit you in with your busy schedule at the moment because
No,
you were just everywhere.
It's been so busy, but honestly, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Thanks for coming on. We're excited. Yeah, you've been doing the absolute most, haven't you? Like, you literally flew in from Paris yesterday to our dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, life is just busy, but I feel like I like a busy life, so then I feel like it comes with like highs and lows. So I feel like to be busy is good.
Yeah.
So you're kind of thriving in this lifestyle.
Yeah, I feel like I've always liked a busy life, so then now I feel like if I was sat at home not doing anything, I'd probably drive myself crazy. So I feel like it's good to like, and it's just experiences, isn't it? Like, and it's work, and it's like, it's all positive stuff.
Yeah. 100%.
So it's good to be busy. Yeah.
And we had a cute little girl dinner last night.
We did.
Which was so
much
nice.
fun. Yeah, I loved that. It was so good.
Yeah.
You were reunited with your little trio.
Yeah, which was so good. I was literally just saying, like, we speak every single day, but actually, like, pinning each other down to see each other is like the most difficult thing. So it's actually good when we're on like a brand like dinner and we can catch up and like have girly chat. So that was really nice.
Oh, it's so nice. Well, we need a little life update since coming out of the villa. How have you been? What's been happening?
I've been really good. I feel like I've just been traveling like with Luca, just trying to see friends and family, working, just like a little bit of everything. Just trying to kind of like come back and have like routine, but then also completely out of routine, but then like seeing family, seeing friends, obviously spending time with Luca and like meeting his family. So yeah, that's kind of been my life in a nutshell for, I think it's been 2 months now that I've been out.
Has it been 2 months?
I think so, yeah. I think it's been about
crazy.
8 weeks. I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That feels like it's gone really quickly.
I know.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. I feel like it wasn't that long ago. But
Yeah, to be fair, I feel like it feels so long ago, but then it also feels like yesterday. Do you know one of those like in between?
Yeah.
I feel like because we've done so much, it feels like a long time ago.
You
but
have
it's really
done a lot, haven't
you?
You've been like
Here,
in
there,
and out.
everywhere. Yeah,
Literally.
really have. Yeah.
Well, we thought we'd start with some like quick fire questions before we get into it.
Yeah.
So first up is tell us which friend you are in the friend group.
So I feel like I'm a bit of the, so like I would say I'm the organizer. I'm a bit of like I'm a Virgo and I speak about this all the time, but they're very organised. Like they're very like on schedule, but my timekeeping is so bad, so I'm always the late friend, always the late friend. But I would say I'm like, if we're doing like a girls trip, it will be me that like finds the villa or finds the hotel or like finds the flights. Like I will plan the whole thing and they know to come to me to do that. So I would say that I'm that friend.
That's an essential friend.
Yeah, like
without you,
the
group is lost.
The girls, like my 2 best friends will just turn up packed with the cases, like, and they'll be like, okay, like, where are we
What's
going
the plan?
Yeah, where are we actually going? Like, I will plan all of it, and I don't mind doing that because I feel like I like to know like what we're doing and like have things like sorted properly. Yeah. So yeah, I would say that I'm that friend in the friendship group.
That's a good friend to
be. Yeah, I would say
I love that for you. Would you say you're like a true Virgo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like through and through.
Really?
Yes. So, like a true Virgo. Like I feel like more like I read upon it all the time, like I'm so into it.
Yeah,
and
me
I feel
too.
Yeah. What are you? What's
I'm a
our
Leo.
sign? Oh yeah, yeah, I love a Leo.
Yeah.
So what are you is that like July? June, July, yeah. I feel like I'm such a Virgo, so
I love Virgos. I feel like I'm the opposite to Virgos, but like my sister's a Virgo and we're very different.
What are the Virgo traits?
So like confident, independent, organised, quite like strategic with like how they work and how they think, loyal. I can't really think of the
But yeah,
I think that sums it up.
I feel like that's kind of me in like a nutshell.
Yeah.
But also quite like they can be like softies on the inside but come across like a little bit like Leo's very like Leo's supposed to be like the loudest in the room and like very like main character energy, whereas Virgos are a little bit more like quiet and like you know like,
and, like
observant
sensitive as well.
Yeah, observant. So I feel like that is definitely me.
Yeah. I say that.
Yeah.
And what's your most toxic trait?
Toxic trait. I would hope that I don't have any.
Obviously not.
Toxic trait. I feel like maybe in like life or in like relationships or anything. I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit like I like to be in control of a lot of situations, and when I'm not in control, I feel like that's my toxic trait. Like if I'm out of control of a situation, I like don't know how to act in that. Like I can't explain it, but
Yeah.
like even like in like situations like in the past, if I was out of control, I wouldn't like that, and I would like do things that weren't like in character with myself because I wasn't in control. So I would say that is my toxic trait.
Right, okay. So
Bit of a control freak, but like not at the same time. Like very chill, but like control.
Yeah.
Like control freak, chilled out vibes.
Okay, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
A bit of a balance of both.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
chilled if you're in control.
Yes, like I like it going my way.
Yeah.
And when it's not, I feel very like this is
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
She's
What's
I feel like
going
that's
on?
the Virgo in
It
you.
is. It's the Virgo in me. It literally is. That's what I mean. I'm like a true Virgo.
Yeah.
It's like so. Yeah, I really am.
What's your biggest red flag in dating?
Ooh. Like what I think is a red flag for some, like if I was seeing a guy. What would be my biggest red flag? I feel like this is so boring, but just like manners and just being like, if they're just like if their personality is just like rude and like not a good person. Do you know like when you can just sense like someone's energy? I feel like for me that's just like it just gives me the ick, and that's like a red flag.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
a big one.
the way they treat people, like that would be like a red flag for me.
Yeah.
If they're like shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like rude or like bad energy or like speak down to people and like think they're better than and name droppers. I hate
Yeah.
Cannot hate
You're
that.
like, I must exit this immediately.
Like that for me, like I don't like a name dropper. Even like just like with anybody. Do you know, like even with like people I meet or like a guy or whatever, like if you're name dropping, like I actually don't care. Like it really just like shivers my whole body. I'm just like,
it's
no.
so icky.
It's so much cooler like not to do that, and then like you find out through somebody else and be like, oh, he knows this person, or like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's cool, like he's not mentioned that, like that's actually cool that he's not. Whereas like when people name drop, I'm like,
You're embarrassing.
Don't do that. Yeah.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of that,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
no, big no.
Big no. Big no.
Well, we loved watching you and Luca on Allstar.
Thank you.
The public absolutely adored you.
Oh, thank you.
How would you say your experience was?
It was so good. Like, honestly, I feel like I loved my experience this time round. Like, I liked it the first time and I enjoyed it, but I think just because it was like my first time doing it and I was like wanted to see the positives in like the whole experience. But I think if I actually compared it to my first time round, like this time was just so different. Like, just easier and like free flowing and everything just went how I wanted it to go, and like, yeah, it was just so much better.
Because you
So
kind of
yeah.
walked in and like straight away you just connected.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
literally that is
yeah.
And I feel like I'm so glad that happened, because there's nothing worse than like being in there. Like obviously that happened for Luca, like he just wasn't really clicking with any of the girls, and like it's nothing personal, and it's so hard being in there with like people in your energy 24/7. Like you can't leave, and like, do you know what I mean? Or like you don't know when other people are coming in, so you've really just got to like work with what you got. But like if you were in a room with people on a night out and you didn't fancy any of them, you wouldn't like force going over to someone to fancy them. Do you know what I mean? Like it's such an unnatural situation, whereas I'm so glad that obviously I went in there and clicked with Luca straight away, because there's just nothing worse than thinking like, what am I doing in here?
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
You'd be like
100%.
second guessing everything when you're like not in your comfortable space with like your people that you usually have around you.
Exactly. And you're obviously with, like you said, like you're not with your like everyday friends, so like you're with people that you're getting on with, but you don't know, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you
don't,
can't
like,
just
know
call
you
your
to your
bestie,
core yet, yeah.
or like they've just met you like just now, so you're still all getting to know each other as friends, and then as like you're meeting guys as well, so it's like such an unnatural situation. But I'm honestly like so blessed and happy that I just clicked with Luca straight away, because it is difficult when you don't.
Yeah,
It's so
for
difficult.
sure.
It was so nice to watch you two together.
Thank you.
And Gabby told us that like before you went in, everyone had to write a list of like who you would, of other seasons, like who you would want to date. Did you guys have each other on each other's list? Or did you not?
Yeah. Oh, she's talking about like when you go in for like the ITV chats. Yeah, I actually did. Yeah, and he did as well, to be fair. So,
Really?
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I
Yeah,
feel like
it
seeing
makes
you
sense.
guys like immediate chemistry, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good
funny.
that they do that for matchmaking. Like it like works well that
Yeah.
they already know pre.
Yeah, I think they kind of have to kind of like see who like fancies who, because then obviously if they're sending like people in that all don't really like, do Do you know what I mean? Like, if that's not that person's
Yeah.
type and, like, none of them would even be together naturally, I feel like it wouldn't work. So I think they have to, like, see who would, like, match with who and see. Do you know what I mean?
They've done quite well. Like,
yeah, they did do well.
Yeah, this season I feel like there's so many strong couples that have come out of it.
Yeah,
Or
literally.
matchmakers.
Yeah, they did do well. Yeah.
Did you know Harriet was going to come in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I just didn't know when. So, like, they hadn't booked her flight before. So I flew out before her and they still hadn't booked her flight. So, yeah, I was just waiting for her to come in the villa, and obviously, like, things changed. There could have been, like, something gone on, and then she didn't come on because they always say to you, not in the villa until you're in, like, you've walked into the villa. So there's always that as well, and obviously I didn't know when she was coming in, and I felt like I'd been in there for weeks before she came in. We was literally saying it last night. She was like, babe, I came in, like, 4 days after you. Like, it wasn't
really?
long.
Yeah,
I came
it
in on
was.
she was like, you went in on the Saturday, I came in on the Tuesday or Wednesday, but I felt like I was waiting for her for ages, like, for so long. But there's just something so nice about, like, having someone in there with you who is a genuine best friend, like, not like a industry friend, like, she's genuinely someone who I really love. So that was, like, a comfort thing, all in all. And, like, you can speak to them because they know you inside and out. They don't just know you through the show. Do you know what I mean?
And
Because
it
we've
puts
got
you at ease. Like,
yeah, definitely.
When you're giving each other advice, like, you know each other.
Yeah,
so
and it's like, I would be brutally honest because it's not like I've just known about this situation from the show. Like, just, I've, like, seen it go on in the... Do you know what I mean? Like, I know every ins and out. So it was good because I knew the advice she was giving me was so genuine and vice versa. So I think that really helped, having her in there, like, the whole time. Yeah.
What would you say is your highlight of the whole experience?
I don't know, is it really cliche to say meeting Luca? Like, that would be my highlight. Because, like, that's what I went in for. Like, ultimately, obviously, it's the whole experience and it's meeting people and it's, like, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the second time. So you kind of think, like, I need to just do this and try it. But, yeah, I would say meeting Luca.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely the best
yeah.
thing to come out of it.
Yeah.
Was there anything that you found was, like, really challenging in there for you?
I think just towards the end, obviously, like, wanting to speak to friends and family and just, like, be back on the outside life. And even though Allstars is a little bit shorter, I think it's shorter by, like, a week or something, it just felt like I was away from family for a long, long time. So I think it just takes a bit of a toll on you.
Yeah.
Like, I think just that, really. Just, like, wanting to... Like, me and Luca were so ready to just go back to, like, outside world and just spend time together on the outside.
Yeah, that would be hard if you're like, okay, I've met my match, I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
and then you're
like,
just kind of waiting.
Yeah, there's only so much you can really do in that villa as well. Like, you kind of hit, like, your peak. Like, if you're in a good place with your partner, like, you hit your peak in there and then you're just, like, so ready to, like, get out the doors and be like, I want to experience you on the outside. And there's only so much you can do when you're just, like, putting a bikini on every day and just chilling around the pool. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's not much going on except for the drama in the villa, and that becomes just so draining. Like, me and Luca just didn't care to even want to speak about any of that. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like you could see that, like, when you guys got comfortable with each other, you're kind of like, okay, cool. Like,
yeah, like, we were just ready to, like, go whenever type of thing. So, yeah.
That's nice. So I feel like that's how it's meant to be. It's meant to be calm and peaceful.
Definitely.
No drama vibes is nice. But you obviously made such an entrance, like, entering as a bombshell. How did you, like, feel returning to the villa?
I was so nervous. Like, I feel like I wasn't nervous until I literally was about to go in, and then you start thinking, like, oh my god, there's going to be a million cameras on me again from, like, every single angle. Like, I'm going back in, like, how is it going to go? Like, even just more the people, like, how are people going to be with me? Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like going in as a bombshell, you kind of go in with that energy that, like, you're going to step on toes. But I'm actually such a chill girl. Like, I really don't want to steal your man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I actually don't care. And, like, I just want to go in and, like, have a fun time and, like, get on with people. And I feel like it can always be a little bit nerve-wracking going in as a bombshell. Like, obviously I did that the first time. And you put in such uncomfortable situations. But I feel like for me, obviously I stole Luca, but he was in a friendship couple at the time. So it wasn't actually too bad for me this time. Whereas my first time round was, like... It was hard. It was definitely harder. But yeah, I feel like I was so excited, but it's nerve-wracking. I feel like you've just got to go into this persona when you're, like, this bombshell and, like, even, like, going over to boys and, like, pulling them for a chat. Like, you would never see me do that on the outside. Like, if I was to fancy someone, they would never know. Like, they just would never know. I'd, like, look at them and then look away. Like, whereas in there, you've got to be like, with all the boys, like, let's go and chat, like, get your flirt on and all this, and it's
that
just...
would be really hard,
it's
actually.
really
like,
difficult.
I wouldn't even message a boy on Instagram.
No,
like,
literally.
Calling them for a chat is
so
crazy.
So out of my comfort zone. So, like, even when I'm sat there, like, acting super confident, I'm literally in my head thinking, like, what the fuck am I doing?
But you actually have to put yourself out there, don't you? Like, you can't go in, like, especially as a bombshell, like, you have to put in work.
Yeah, like, you look more stupid if you don't, like, just own it and make effort and just, like, be who you are. Like, I think if you're, like, going in quite shy as a bombshell, even people around the villa, like, are they gonna chat to anyone? Are they gonna do anything? Because, like, they're a bombshell, like, they've got to put themselves out there. So I think, like, ultimately, you've just got to do it, but it's just cringe. It's just cringe.
Have you watched it back?
No, not really. We've seen, like, obviously you get tagged on TikTok, don't you, with, like, all the clips and stuff, but I've not actually watched any of the episodes back.
It'd be so hard to watch back.
I've not really got time to even watch them back.
Have
No, and I feel like the bits that I've wanted to see, I've seen, like, all the cute little clips of, like, me and Luca and stuff, like, you just see them all on TikTok, and that's kind of what I wanted to see, so it saves me watching back the whole episode.
Yeah. I think it could be for the best. You killed it, but I just can't imagine, like, watching myself back.
Yeah, because Matilda was like, watch it, like, you killed it, like,
you
look so
well.
good. And I was like, I know, but I also feel like, I don't know, like, I remember it how I remember it, and sometimes when you watch things, you're a bit like, oh, that's not how it was meant, or, like, I didn't even say it in, do you know, like, things are clipped
when
and
they
cut, and then you're like, hang on, like, that's not even the, like, way that flowed, and, like, I'd just rather not see it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
For the best.
Yeah.
What would you say was the biggest difference for you? Because obviously your last experience was only a year ago. Like, what would be the biggest difference for you?
Like, the biggest difference whilst I was in the villa?
Yeah, like, between last time and this time.
I would probably just state the obvious with the fact that, like, my last experience was quite challenging. Just more in a sense that, like, it was more of, like, I felt disrespected throughout my whole time I was in there, really. In different scenarios, and for this time around, that just didn't happen to me at all. So I just feel like it was, how can I say this, like, definitely wrong person, but I thought it was the right person, and this time around, like, it proved to me why that was the wrong person, and now I'm with the right person.
The universe always does that, doesn't it? It's like, you think it's the right person, but then they'll push you into the reason, you're like, well, that's why.
Yeah, the universe doesn't miss. Like, I say this to Luca every day. I feel like I'm, like, a crazy, like, lady that goes on about the universe, but, like, even with, like, things day to day, I'm just like, the universe just doesn't miss. Do you know, like, even bumping into people and, like, or even, like, missing people where you've, like an example, I was in Dubai and, like, my friend walked past someone and they were like, did you not see that person? And I'm like, no, like, I missed them by, like, 2 seconds, but they saw them. I'm like, if the universe doesn't want you to bump into someone, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so, like, superstitious with that stuff. Like, if the universe doesn't want you to see someone, they will keep you apart, but, like, when you're ready to maybe see someone, you'll bump into them, or you'll see, do you know what I mean?
It's
like this sliding doors theory almost.
I'm just so into all of that, and, like, I just trust the universe so much. I always think, like, when anything bad happens to me, I always think, okay, it just simply wasn't for me. Like, instead of beating myself up or thinking, you know, like, it's me, and, like, I just don't think that. I just think if it was right for me, it would be for me, and, like, nothing is going to miss me. And I know it's so, like, stereotypical, but I just go through that in life. And I always think it serves me well. So I just think,
that's
I just
the
stick
best
by
way to
that.
look at things, honestly. It just
All
makes
the
you feel so
time.
better in every
Everything.
situation.
Yeah, it really, really does.
To have
just
that
calm.
headspace.
Like, I feel like it just makes you relax, and it's better for, like, manifesting things that are actually meant for you as well.
Definitely.
Would you say you're
100%.
someone that manifests and, like, is into all that as well?
Oh my god, I'm such a manifester. Like, before I went in the villa, I, like, manifested everything. And it was literally all happening to me. And then, like, when you go outside of the villa, like, I had, like, 5 minutes every morning, I would literally manifest, like, just be like, thank you so much. Like, being grateful as well, and just, like, thank you. Because I always think it's so good to manifest and ask for things that you want, but don't forget to also thank the universe for what it's given you. So I always do that as well. And I think, like, just have gratitude and be grateful for everything. And I feel like it's serving me good so far.
Definitely is.
So cute.
Yeah,
Killing
so
it.
I just stick by that.
Yeah, love that. I feel like you guys, like you and Luca, just clicked straight away when you came to the villa. Can you give us, like, the BTS of your first interactions?
Interactions in the villa?
In the villa, yeah. Did you meet before going to the villa?
Yeah, we like briefly knew each other. Yeah. But nothing like crazy. Like we'd literally said like hello to each other on like a night out or like at a dinner or something. Like we'd literally never, which is it's honestly so funny to us now because I think like how did we never speak properly? Like we get on so well now that I'm like but then again it's like just right person wrong time. Like it just wasn't the right time for us to click, and like we were both in very different headspace at that time. So I'm like it just wasn't the right time. But so the first time we spoke, he was like quite shy, and I think I was a little bit shy as well. So I think we weren't really like bouncing off each other. And I remember like I still say to him now, like he was like kept like looking away, like as I was speaking. I was thinking, shit, like am I really boring this guy? Like is my chat not that great? But I think he was a little bit nervous, and then I was a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Like I remember saying to one of the producers, I was like, he's so fit, but like he doesn't look at me when I speak. Like why doesn't? And then she was like, is that not quite cute though? And I was like, I don't know, like, but she was like, if he's a bit shy, like, does it make you, and I was like, that makes me a bit shy, because I know that he's a bit, do you know what I mean?
That does happen, as soon as someone gets a bit awkward, like, you get awkward.
Go a bit awkward, like, and I think that's, like, why I pulled Casey for a chat first, because, like, Casey's just so, like, funny and easy, and I felt like I fancied Luca the most out of, like, all the boys in there, so I was like, okay, like, I need to, like, rev myself up first.
You're having some practice
and, like,
time,
warming up. Like, because he's like, why did you not pull me for a chat first? And I'm like, babe, because, like, I fancied you the most. Like, I'm not pulling you for a chat first. Like, you're last.
Keep
like,
guessing.
Yeah. Keep them guessing, number one.
Yes.
And number two, I was like, I just thought, let me speak to the other guy so then I can, like, do you know, like, just get into the mode a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, our first chat was actually, like, a little bit awkward and, like, wasn't that great. But I knew I really fancied him, and the girls were like, honestly, he's so funny. And I was like, really? Because, like, I just didn't see that side of him straight away. And then, like, as we just carried on chatting, obviously you're around each other in the villa, I think we just both relaxed around each other, and then, like, it just literally, like, flowed from there.
Yeah. So nice. Isn't that funny? Like, even if you had met each other a few more times and you hadn't had that time to, like, really get to know each other, it might not have happened.
Might not have happened. It's so crazy. And I think that's what's good about the villa. Like, for some people, they just don't click, but then for some, they really do. Because I honestly do think, like, I'm not sure me and Luca would have really ever crossed paths on the outside. Like, we knew the same people. Like, obviously, he's good friends with Harriet, who's one of my best friends, but like, we just never really crossed paths, and I just don't know if it would have happened on the outside, whereas, like, in the villa, you've got no outside noise, and you get to know each other, like, with no egos. Like, you're a little bit more chill. I feel like on the outside, everyone's got a bit of an ego, and no one wants to act like they like each other, whereas, like, in the villa, that's what you're technically there for.
You have to act like you like someone.
Like, I was, like, a lot, way more soppy than I would ever have been. You know, on the outside, like, that would take me ages, whereas in there, you're just kind of yourself. So I feel like that's what's good about the villa. Like, you really can just, like, click with someone in there that you probably wouldn't on the outside. As easy, anyway.
Yeah. How do you feel like your opinion of him changed throughout the show, from, like, initially meeting him and then, like, obviously to the end of the show?
I feel like he's just the sweetest guy, and I think for me, he's quite similar in personality, in a sense that, like, when I first met him, I felt like he was a little bit cold and a little bit awkward, and, like, maybe it was nerves. And I think I can be a little bit like that. Like, some of my friends are just that friendly friend that say hello to everyone, and I'm the nicest person, but I'm just naturally not like that straight away. Like, I'm such, like, a friendly person, but I think it takes me a little bit of time, you know, to get to know someone. And then when I know them and I love them, I'll be like their best friend and do anything for them and that type of thing. And I feel like he's like that as well. Like, it takes a little bit of time to, like, pick and, like, get to know him. And then that's what a lot of people were saying to me in there. They were like, give him a chance. Like, he's so lovely. Like, he's so, like, sensitive and, like, emotional. He's such a lovely guy, and he's so funny, and I just didn't really see that side. But then I was like, do you know what, a lot of people say that about me. Like, my best friend is like, you are the most lovely girl, but I think, like, the way sometimes you can come across isn't always like that. Like, not in a bad way, but she is like, sometimes you can not be as warm as you we know you are.
Just
and
takes
I think,
a bit.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of time. And I think
that's so normal.
Yeah, and I think with him, he was the same. So I think, yeah, he's just, like, the most lovely guy ever. And I think probably that would have been, like, what's changed, because I obviously didn't really see that when I first went in.
Was there a moment that you feel like it kind of clicked for you and you were like, oh, okay, like, I see what he's really like?
Yeah, honestly, like, within, like, a few days, like, after, like, 2 or 3 days of being there, I think we coupled up on, like, my second or third day, and then after that it was like we just was inseparable and got on so well. So I think it was like, once we were a couple, it was like, just drop the egos, like, drop the, like, trying to be cool and act like we don't want to get to know each other. Like, we're both in here for the same thing. So yeah, I would say once we were coupled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Was there any BTS moments, like even with the girls, that wasn't aired? Like any like funny moments that you can share with us?
We was actually speaking about this last night. There's a moment where we came back from, so it was Valentine's Day and we'd all been out. I don't know if they showed it, but we went to a deli and got all the boys food. Did you see that? I don't know.
I actually don't think I did.
So.
We basically went out for like the day and had a girls' day and like went to not a restaurant, a deli, and like got all the boys food, and they were going to cook it for Valentine's Day. And whilst we were out, they had family calls, and we were so excited to come back and see them. Like we'd been out for like 8 hours, which felt like a week because like we had no time away from each other. And as we got back in there, the boys, obviously we found out later, the boys thought it'd be really funny to make out like the family calls like didn't go that well and like the families didn't really like us. So like, and when I say like family calls are the most important thing in there, like that's all you're thinking about is like, oh my God, did their family like me? Like, do they think it's real? Like whatever. And we came back in, we were so excited. We were like, oh, you boys are cooking for us. Like we got these meals, blah, blah, blah. And then Casey was like, oh, we've got something to tell you. Like, we had family calls today. So obviously I turned to Luca straight away and I was like, who did you have? Like, how did it go? And he was like, my sister. And I was like,
oh no, that would just break your heart.
Babe, my heart like literally fell into my stomach. And I was like, well, how did it go? Like trying to like keep this smile on my face. And he was like, we'll talk later.
No,
I looked at Harriet. Harriet was like, Ronnie did the same thing, and the boys thought it was like hilarious to do this, whatever. So then we all like, then on Vogue, which is like the voice of God, they were like girls and boys split up type of thing, like with no chat about the family call. So like we're in the dressing room, and even like a few of the other girls were like, the boys are being a bit weird. Like, do you think the calls have gone bad? Like, oh my God, do you think the families like don't like us? And then you're like, shit, what is being shown? Like, your head's just going completely like west. We all got showers, and we were that riled up by them doing this because we didn't know they were joking. Like, we was just fuming, like slagging them off, like saying all this shit about them. And then we got called into the living room by like the top producer, and he was like, girls, he was like, you need to stop like talking shit about the boys. It doesn't make sense. It's Valentine's Day. Like, we can't show this like on camera because like you're supposed to be having like a Valentine's night. And we would have loved that. We were all in there. I was like, I'm not fucking going to the date night. I was like, I don't want the food anymore. But like being dead serious. Like Harry was like, I'm not wearing this dress. Like I'm like we was fuming. Like we was so pissed off. And then like they come in like, we was joking, like we're only joking. I was like, it's not funny, like just all this stuff that they obviously couldn't show because it like wouldn't have made any sense. Like this massive argument before the date night for Valentine's. We was all laughing about it last night because we were just like the stuff that like you probably don't see, and we didn't even know if it was getting shown or not. Yeah, like the real life stuff that actually goes on in there is just crazy.
So you would be fuming though, like
that
is like
so upset and fuming. To be fair, he was like, I was joking, like I shouldn't have done that. And I was like, if I did that to you, you'd be fuming.
Can you imagine?
You'd be fuming. But they just thought it was hilarious, but it just backfired because we were all just like lost our shit. But then literally had to make up and be friends and then just have like a nice dinner in the evening. But it's just funny like what actually happens in there, and like, do you know what I mean? If it doesn't make sense, then it won't get shown.
There'd be so much then, like, because obviously you haven't watched back, but there's probably so much in there that like you know that's happened that no one would know about,
that no one would even know about. But it would be like so funny to show like a big argument before date night, like but they just like obviously don't want to do that. It doesn't make sense.
That would have been funny.
I think
to
people
show
would have loved
that.
to see that. Well, I'm glad that we know about it.
Now you know you've got the inside circle.
Well, I think we need to give the people the update that everyone's been waiting for. How are you guys going after returning to real life?
Really good. Yeah, like we're just together all the time, like literally just like we've met each other's families now. So yeah, just like traveling and just enjoying each other's time. I feel like anytime we get like normality, we just do that. Like this weekend we're doing nothing, we're just gonna like chill and watch Netflix and just chill with each other, but just enjoying life.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah,
that's nice. What was your first date like after returning home?
What did we even do for our first date? I feel like we got a Chinese, which is not really a date.
You probably just wanted to chill after
I think we went to Abu Dhabi, like, I can't remember, like, honestly, what our first date was.
That trip was so soon after you came out, wasn't it?
It was, I feel like maybe was it, like, 2 weeks after we came out.
How was it? Your first
so
holiday.
good. Yeah, it was so nice. It was kind of just like good that it was just me and him, and we could, obviously we was really busy every day, and it was kind of like a work trip as well, so it wasn't like a chill holiday, but it was just nice to just be in each other's company and just do something like, yeah, I mean, not like we needed to be in the sun because we'd literally just come back to the UK, but like it just felt nice just to like, because you're still getting to know each other. Like I seen someone on a podcast the other day say like you have to work backwards when you come out of the villa, and that is so true because like you're in each other's space all the time, but you've actually known them for like 6 weeks. Like you think you know everything about them, but you actually really don't. So I think coming out of the villa, like I've just been getting to know him more and like learning things about him and different situations and like just life, do you know, together. So holiday was really, really nice.
I know, and that was so nice how he asked to be your girlfriend.
Oh my god, I know, so crazy, and I literally had no idea what was even going on. Like absolutely no idea. We basically turned up at the beach club. And we was like, got to the beach club, but then was like walking down the beach. And I was like, are we not going to be sitting at a table at the beach club? Like getting a bed at the beach club? Like what's going on? And he was like, I don't know. I think they're just putting us on the beach so we can see the sunset better. And I was like, okay. And then like typical girl, I was like, how long are we going to walk for? I was like, why are we going down the beach? Like I'd rather just sit on one of those beds. I was like whispering to him because
you're not
like,
in control of the situation.
Yeah,
like what's happening?
I'm like, what is going on? He's like, I don't know, babe, just like chill, like it's fine. And I'm like, right, okay. Then like walking through like 30 seconds long, I'm like, right, where are we going? Like what are we doing? And then I seen like the setup, and I still didn't even like really clock it because I thought they'd like set it up. I don't even know. And then I like saw the writing in the middle of like the flowers, and I was just like, oh my god, it like literally felt like a proposal. Like that is the nicest thing anyone has ever done for me.
He was doing the most. He did well.
Yeah, he did so well, like completely out of the box. And I feel like we was in the car and we was like speaking about being boyfriend and girlfriend. He was like, oh, I'll just ask like whenever, like when we get back to London or something. And I was like, yeah, like there's no pressure, like it's so chill. And then obviously in his head he knew like
that's definitely not chill.
That's definitely not chill. There's nothing chill about it at all.
That or nothing, honestly.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Bless him. Yeah, no, you did really good.
Yeah,
you did.
So cute, honestly.
And you guys live on like opposite parts of the country. How are you dealing with the distance? Like, are you guys just traveling together all the time?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in London all the time. Like I was saying before, wasn't I? Like I've been back in Manchester maybe like 2 or 3 times, and I'm there for maybe 3 days, and then I come back down south. So I feel like it's really not as difficult as I thought, because even my dad said it on like the video call. He was like, you two are opposite sides of like the country, you're hours away from each other, how are you going to make it work? And I was like, I will make it work. Like if I want to make something work, it'll be done. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't need to even think about it. I just thought like it will naturally flow when we come out. And like I'm down south so much anyway, and when Luca's like up north, obviously he'll come and like see my family, and like we'll go for dinner and do things and stuff. So I think it's just compromise. And it's maybe like being organised with your schedule, because like I have to like make sure that, you know, like we can fit each other in, and like we both know what we're up to with like the coming months and stuff, because I feel like if you don't, then it can kind of just like naturally like slip.
Yeah.
Whereas
I feel like if you don't have a plan to see each other next, that's when it feels like
you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've not struggled at all, so it's been good.
Oh, that's so
fine.
good.
Yeah, like when you're meant to make it work.
Yeah,
it just,
exactly.
like,
it just works naturally always. Because I think you could be 20 minutes away from each other and still be so busy, and you don't end up seeing each other. Like you just have to make time for each other. Like that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. So how do you feel like you're different now in your lover girl era and your like single girl era?
I would probably just say I feel like being single and in your lover girl era, obviously you're two completely different people. I feel like I'm just a lot softer, and I'm in like my feminine energy every single day. I feel like when I was single I was very in like my masculine energy. Like I didn't really like guys doing anything for me. Like I thought guys were just shit, and I just didn't have time for them, and like yeah, I just felt like I would rather have been with my girls and like just been an independent girly. Like I didn't want a man to like pay for anything for me or do anything for me. Like I was very much like, I'm that woman, I can do everything for myself. Like I'm just not interested in men. Whereas now, like I've got a man and he treats me so well, I feel like I can relax around him and like actually be in my feminine energy, which is like such a contrast to what I'm used to, because I was single for like 5 years, like 4 or 5 years. So I feel like it's different, but I'm just enjoying it. Like I feel like this is always what I wanted, and like being treated well, like you kind of do just like go more like girly, and like even just like being more sensitive to my feelings. Like I don't really like being that way, but I'm also like, just embrace it. Like this is how you are as a person. I think I blocked that out for a long time, like being single. like I don't have feelings, like I don't want to look like I care about this person or this situation, whereas now I feel like ready to be like that.
That's so good. I know it's a whole different energy. Like as you said, I feel like it really softens you.
Yeah,
and
it
like,
really does.
It's so nice to have both because I think that single era is so important as well.
Yeah, it's so needed.
But then like the right person can bring out a whole different side to
of
you.
Yeah. Like even my friends are like, we can tell by the way like you are, like your body language, like when people were asking them like, do you think it's like real on the show? My friends were like, you can tell like by the way she's looking at him. Like we could just tell. They were like, we could just tell.
Yeah, I don't think you could say that it wasn't real. Like it looked so real.
Yeah, and I think they can just tell by how I am, whereas they would know if I wouldn't like someone. Like I can be so like, obviously like when a guy's like giving you the ick or you don't like them, you're just like, oh my god,
Get
stay away from me. Whereas like when I like someone, I'm just like so soft with them, and I feel like that's what I was so ready for. So I feel like it's come at like the perfect time. Which is so good.
I love
that. Nice to see you in this era.
Thank you.
And obviously like I feel like so many, we were even talking about this last night, like everyone on TikTok is like, Grace is setting the standards of how girls are being treated, how to speak to men. The iconic line like, shut up when I'm speaking to you. But everyone's like
me. It doesn't. I feel like everyone thinks it's so iconic.
I mean, I feel like that was just so like just something that I would say though. I didn't even mean to say it in like a girl boss like it just is how I am.
Everyone mashes it up though. There's like mashups of you on TikTok. Shut up when I'm speaking to you. Sit down.
Do you know what's like when I was watching it I was like, god, I sound really rude. Like I genuinely didn't. I know everyone's like it's slay and like I love it, but I was like, god, do I sound a bit rude? I didn't even realize I was like telling him like stand up, like sit there, like give him like bossing him around. Like,
as you should.
Everyone's like, this is like the standard. This is the standard, and everyone's like how she walks, how she speaks to men. Everyone's like, can you kind of give your like overall like, I don't know, like rules or standards or like tips of how you view dating?
I feel like I don't really have like a standard, like I don't know, I kind of just think, I know it's so much easier said than done, but like just be confident in yourself, like know what you deserve. I also just think like situations that you've been through, learn from them. Don't put yourself in the same situations. I don't know. I just think it's like things I've learned over the years and then it's kind of just like implemented into my mind. But yeah, I just think like be yourself, be confident, know your worth, and if they're right for you, they will come for you. Like they will be there. Like if they're not, then it's not your person. So like just let it pass.
I love that.
You were saying last night, like, you're the friend that people come to for this advice.
Yes.
Like, you're like to Harriet, no, you're not replying to that message like that.
Like, Harriet's so cute. She would, like, be like, I'm going to try and channel my, like, inner Grace, like, and try and, like, think how you would think. And I'm like, I love that. But, like, she stands up for herself a lot more now, and she's a lot more, like, straight with how she says things, and, like, she knows what she wants more. And I just think, like, if I can rub off a little bit on any of my friends, then that's, like, the best thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and everyone else, apparently. Everyone
else. And everyone else. I'm so here for that.
I know we had a few people come up to you last night, even at dinner, and
how sweet.
Yeah, someone said, "Oh, you make me like respect myself more as a woman." I was like, "Wow, that is the most lovely compliment."
Amazing compliment. Like people come over to me in the street and say that, and I'm like, I don't even know how to take that, because I'm like, for me, like, I'm just acting how I would act. I don't really, like, think about it in that sense. But I'm like, the fact that I've inspired you to be a certain way, or, like, think differently, or, like, respect yourself more, I'm like, that is so amazing. Like, for me to even think that I've been able to do that for somebody else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and
it's
so lovely to hear. And I'm just like, it's just the sweetest thing.
Yeah, that is the
really
probably
sweet.
The best compliment that you could ever get.
Yeah, and they were so lovely, weren't they? Like when they came up to the table. Like,
do you think that you've always been someone that's really confident, or do you think it's something that you've had to like put things in place to get that way?
I don't know. I feel like I've always been quite confident. But I also think like everyone has things that they maybe want to like work on, whether it's like inside or out. And I think when I want to work on something, I just do it straight away. I don't really ponder on it. Like even like when I started the gym a few years ago, I was like, okay, I kind of want to like do this like body wise, and I want to change the way like I wasn't eating that good. I wasn't like that healthy and like whatever. And I was like, okay, I want to do this. And like that's made me more confident. And you know, just like different things in life. I just think I've not always maybe had this mindset, but it's just like things that I've learned about myself and wanted to better, which has made me more confident.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What advice would you kind of give to anyone who's like wanting to feel more confident? So I feel like that's what everyone likes to from TikTok, like hear from you.
Let me think. If they want to be more confident, I would just say like embrace what you've got. Like don't try and change yourself, but like maybe better yourself in like I never wanted to change myself, but I knew ways that I could better myself. So like I feel like that's like a different way, and maybe like I don't know, I'm very big on like mindset, so maybe like train your mindset to see the positive in things, and like I don't know, it's like quite a difficult question to like answer in one thing. There's so much I could sit in and like speak about, and like books that I've read and like everything like that, but I feel like confidence comes from within, but it's so okay not to always feel confident. So I just think do things in your life that make you feel confident. Like even though mindset is so amazing, like don't get me wrong, like I get my hair blow dried every week, like that makes me feel so confident. Getting my nails done, like it's not all like it's amazing to work on your inside, but also like just do things that make you feel good on the outside as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just embrace
like nice things for yourself.
Yeah, like and just embrace who you are and just like love yourself for who you are. And I also think confidence really comes from your circle, and I always say this, like I feel my best and my most like confident, beautiful self when I'm around my friends and family, and like obviously my boyfriend. Like I feel so good when I'm around them. So I think it's your circle who make you more confident.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like who you surround yourself with is
so important, because if you're around people that like don't see you for you, or talk down to you, or don't believe in you, like you can feel like ugly around them because they don't see you for you. Does that make sense?
And they don't bring out like the best version of you.
They don't bring out the best side in you. Whereas like when you're around people that embrace you and love you for you, I always feel my most confident around them.
I love that.
That's
so important.
Yeah, so important.
Do you have any like non-negotiables in a relationship now that you're in your girlfriend era?
God, let me think. Non-negotiables. I feel like I don't know, I feel like just the standards, like what it literally could be anything. Like I guess like for me, I think communication is a massive thing. So I think like if I don't hear from you for like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, for me I don't really like that. Like I'm very like, we don't have to speak all day every day if we're not together, but like keep me updated with like what you're up to in your day, where you're at, like that type of thing.
Yeah,
that's definitely one. Do you know what's a new thing that wasn't a thing when I was last a girlfriend? Liking stories. That was not a thing, like the liking story feature on Instagram. So for me, anything like that, like if I found out it was any liking of stories, liking girls' pictures, like that is a non-negotiable. Like I would just not have that. Whereas like, I was actually saying it in the villa, I was like, God, like if I was to ever be a girlfriend again, like that wasn't a thing, like liking stories, because you don't, at least with a picture you can see it. Whereas like there's all these sneaky little things that you can do now that like you wouldn't even know about. So
you can
like
absolutely not be doing
that. That's so true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
If I looked in you.
Like you just wouldn't even know, would you?
That makes some calls.
Yeah, literally. Do some research. So yeah, that wasn't a thing when I was last a girlfriend. So I feel like anything like that, like if I found out that my mum was liking someone's stories or liking their pictures, like he would be out the door. Yeah, so I feel like they're my non-negotiables. Yeah.
And we love seeing your relationship with Harriet and Matilda.
Oh.
How would you kind of describe your trio?
I feel like we're all really different, like all different types of crazy, all different types of chill, like, but they're just two girls that I click with so well. Like meeting them in the villa is just so special, because I feel like we have this like crazy bond that I don't have with other people, because we've experienced something together that like we'll always remember. And to also carry on that friendship on the outside, like obviously a lot of people are like, yeah, we'll stay in touch and we'll see each other, and as much as you like them and like you love them in the villa and stuff, it's so hard to keep up that relationship on the outside. Whereas we've actually been on like 2 or 3 holidays together, like we speak all the time, like I obviously see them at like events and stuff and outside of the villa. So it's so like nice and special that we've met in such a crazy like space and then like can still be friends on the outside. But yeah, I just love them. Literally love everything about both of them. Like they're both just amazing girls. So yeah.
That's nice that you obviously like didn't find love in the villa the first time, but you like made two besties.
Yeah, and like obviously we've got Uma as well, like who I speak to. Like I speak to those three. Literally, like we've got a group chat and we're always just like chatting in there and speaking. So I feel like didn't find love the first time, but literally found like three amazing girls. So yeah,
best of both worlds.
That's even better for me.
And what would you say is next and like coming up for you?
Do you know what? I've not really got like super, like I'm kind of just trying to get through every week and just like busy. Like I want to travel, like work with brands that obviously like I love and like are passionate about, and just enjoying life and doing things that like make me happy. Definitely.
That's
kind
amazing.
Excited to see what's next for you.
I know. I feel like this year has big things for you.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah,
definitely.
I've got a good feeling.
Have a little game as well.
Okay.
So obviously going off the back of like everyone saying that you're setting the standards.
Yeah.
We've got a game, What Would Grace Do?
I love that. Okay, let's do it.
So we've got like some scenarios.
Okay.
And yeah, we just need your opinions
Yeah.
or advice.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So you have a date planned for Thursday night. It gets to Thursday morning and there's been no mention of the date at all. What do you do?
Absolutely don't bring up the date. Like there's no way. Like even if you're messaging and he's not said anything, do not bring up. I would never ever mention anything. I would definitely distance myself because I think you're wasting my time, and I don't have time for. This is also another thing which is a red flag. I don't like people who like, what is it, kind of like say things and then don't go through with it. Like I hate, like, like false expectations. So being like, so we'll go on holiday, like where do you want to go, and we'll do this and we'll do, it doesn't even have to be a holiday, but even like a date, or like I'll see you on Sunday, why don't we go for dinner, and then it gets Sunday, they don't say anything. Like that, like up and down of like, oh my god, are they gonna like, are we going to do that today or are we not? Like for me, I think once they start like showing that pattern, that's not going to change. So in the bin.
Yeah.
Don't like.
100% agree with that.
Don't like that energy.
Never, ever bring it up.
Yeah. Just never bring it up. And then distance yourself and think like, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Because you should be wanting to plan that date with me.
Like, you should be so lucky to have my time.
You should be so lucky. Exactly.
My husband would never.
Yeah, my husband would never. Exactly. So it's like waste of time. Yeah, in the bin.
Okay, next one. Okay, you've been in a talking stage with someone for 3 months and there's been no mention of making it official. What would you do?
I don't know. I feel like this is a hard one because 3 months actually isn't that long of a time. And I also think like when it's meant to happen, it will happen. Like if everything's running smoothly and it's going well and like the vibes are there, but you're both not like girlfriend and boyfriend, but I don't know, this is really difficult because like, are you both speaking to other people? Are you like dating other people, or are you just seeing each other? I think if it got to maybe like 5 months, or maybe I'm too chill, I don't know. If it got to a point where I was like, okay, like we should be together and we're not, like I'm acting like his girlfriend but I'm not his girlfriend, that's when I would be like, something's not right.
Yeah.
It's when you're like cutting off other people and being like the girlfriend and having the girlfriend like, you know, vibe but not having the label. That's when I'd be like, no, I'm not into this.
I think that, like people say a lot about labels, but I think it's important for like feeling secure in it.
No, definitely. When people are like, oh, I'd rather not be asked, it just like naturally flows into it. Like, oh, my boyfriend just said one day like, this is my girlfriend when introducing me. I'm like, that is foreign territory to me.
It needs to be emotion.
I'd be like, no, I'm not. Like you can ask me properly. Like I'm not even, do you know, I know we're not in high school, but also like I want someone to ask me and have the respect to be like, would you like to be my girlfriend? Like, don't just presume that I'm your girlfriend one day.
Yeah, we can't be slipping that in a conversation.
No,
absolutely
we're not. Like, you're not going to presume that I'm your wife one day. Like, we're having a full wedding. Like, that's not how it works around here. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
No, I feel like if it got to maybe like 5 months for me and we weren't official, I'd be a bit like, no.
I think that's fair. I feel like 3 months, I'd want like would you want it to be like an exclusive conversation?
Yeah, at least like we're not seeing each other or we're not seeing anybody else or like dating anybody else. Like that type of vibe.
Yeah.
But maybe if we weren't like boyfriend and girlfriend after 3 months, I wouldn't be like heartbroken by it. I'd just be like, okay.
3 months goes quickly.
Very
I feel like
quick.
Everyone always says 3 months is when you should know, and I'm like, really quick.
That's actually quite soon, I feel like. Yeah,
like if you're only going on 1 date a week, like that's not very long.
Yeah, it's really not that long. So I reckon, maybe like 5 or 6 months. Yeah, definitely.
That's the sweet spot. You're dating someone who still keeps in contact with their ex. What do you do?
No, there's just no. There's
That's
no way.
cute, but no.
That's so cute, but no. Yeah, like, why do you need to still chat to your ex? Like, would you want me to chat to my ex? Like, I always feel like when they do something, or like if you're ever seeing a guy and they're doing something, I always think like, how would you feel if I was doing it? And then answer your own question and then see. Do you know what I mean?
They would absolutely not.
They would hate it. Yeah. So I'm like, don't do that. Like, do you know what I mean? If you wouldn't like it, then don't do it to me type of vibe. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be into that, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely
no. Agreed.
Not. That's like a cancelable offense.
Yeah. We're not doing
that. Okay, you don't like your bestie's boyfriend. She's really happy, but he gives you bad vibes and you don't think he's her person. What do you do?
So I feel like this is difficult because I feel like sometimes if you can give advice to a best friend when they don't want it, especially about a guy, it can actually push them further away. So I feel like give advice, maybe if they've like had an argument and she comes to you, I would give like really honest, truthful advice, but not like, I wouldn't be like, you need to leave him, like he's shit to you and he's this and he's like he's X, Y, and Z and calling him every name under the sun. I'd be like, well, maybe and like kind of get her to see it from a different way. Because I also think if someone wants to be with someone, they will. Like, it's only until they don't want to be with them, they won't be. So as much as like your friends can say this person's not right for you and they're this and that, like some people don't, they just don't want to hear it, and sometimes that can come between the friendship. So I think like doing it in like a respectful, nice way, but also having your besties back. Like, you need to tell them, but in the right way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Yeah,
I feel
it can
like
really push them away.
It can push. It can push people the other
you.
way, and then they get closer to the wrong person because they're like want to prove that they're right for them even when they're not. So I think doing it in the right way, but also like being honest with your best friend is like crucial.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but just in the right manner. Yeah,
you gotta have your besties back
always.
So you find out that a loose friend's boyfriend is cheating on her. Who do you think should be the one to tell her?
I mean, her boyfriend should be the one to tell her. Like, absolutely should be the one. I feel like that's hard because even when you try and tell someone, sometimes it actually can backfire on you. Like, I've done that before, and it's massively backfired on me. They've stayed with the boyfriend that was cheating, and then they both ended up hating me, and I was like in the shit when I was just trying to do something right. So I think now, unless it was like a bestie and like my best friend group, I don't think I'd get involved, but I would also be like, her boyfriend, that's his responsibility to tell her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's difficult really, isn't it? Because you want to be a good person and tell them, but sometimes it can actually backfire on you. And I think unless it's your close best friends, you kind of don't want to get involved, do you? It's quite it's like a difficult
really tricky one.
Yeah,
I
really
100%
tricky.
agree. I feel like
him to tell her.
Yeah, like he needs to be the one to own up and give that information, because sometimes it can backfire. Like, don't shoot the messenger type of vibe. Like, sometimes the messenger gets, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gets all the shit for it.
It's hard to get in the middle of things sometimes, isn't it? And it gets turned on you.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I feel like the boyfriend should be the one to really say. If it's a loose friend, then yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Okay, your boyfriend's been acting distant and started being weird about his phone. He'll never go anywhere without it and won't let you go on it to change music or send a message. Are you checking the phone when you get the chance?
See, I'm not a phone checker at all. Like, I'm really, really not. I feel like for me, I would just say, like, something's off. Like, I feel like you're so weird about me even, like, touching your phone or changing music or going on your phone. Like, are you hiding something? I'm just quite direct. I don't want to be that person that's snooping through someone's phone. I feel like for me, it just gives a bit like, I don't know, that's just not in my character. I would rather just be like, are you hiding something? Like, I don't know if they would tell me the truth, but I feel like it's better. You can read someone by how you act. Do you know, like, when you ask someone and they don't expect it, you can read it on their face, like, if they're lying to you or not. And I'm quite good at, like, judging people's, like, body language and, like, what they say. So I feel like I'd figure it out by that. And then I would probably maybe try do some snooping like in the background and try like not on his phone, but like do you know what I mean? Like,
you could catch a boy out
yeah,
so
like
easily.
I have got the right friends in my friendship group to be able to find out things for me in like 2 seconds. So like it wouldn't take me long, but I'd rather not go through his phone.
Yeah,
you're always
then they can
gonna
gaslight you.
something.
Then they can be like, well, you actually went through my phone.
You shouldn't have gone through my phone. Like,
my
that was wrong of you.
Yeah.
Like, da. Whereas, like, if you don't touch any of that, but you find out a different way, you can then, like, confront them in that way. So, yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. We have one more.
Okay.
Your boyfriend has a girl best friend that he'll hang out with one-on-one a few times a week. You trust your boyfriend, but you get bad feelings about the girl. What do you do?
I feel like to have a girl best friend isn't so bad, but depends how like close we're talking. Like a few times a week is not like necessary at all. I feel like it's just not. Whereas like if they've like grown up together in school and like they're good friends and like you actually get on with her and it's not like a. Do you know sometimes you can meet girls and they can be like, oh, you two are like so cute, and like, but you can tell it's not genuine.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I think you actually want to be with my man.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you can read it from like how the girl is with you and how close she is with your boyfriend, and maybe like, because I feel like it's so normal for girls and guys to be friends. I feel like it's like a bit of a thing that they shouldn't like and whatever. But I think if they're that close that they're seeing each other every week, I think I'd be a bit like, I'm not sure about that.
Agreed.
Would you have a conversation with like your boyfriend, hypothetical?
Yeah, maybe. I think it depends what they were doing. Like if they're like best friends and like going to the cinema together and like getting food together, I think I'd be a bit like, isn't that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Like,
why are you going on dates
like,
with this girl?
Yeah, like the wires are getting crossed here. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I'm not really sure about this. But if they were like out for dinner with like the rest of the group and like I was there and stuff like that, I wouldn't care about that.
Yeah.
But I think if they were like doing things one-on-one, I'd be a bit like,
You'd be like, hi.
I'm judging this.
Yeah.
I'm judging this whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wouldn't be for me. No.
Yeah, I agree. Wow, you're so good at this. I need to send you
Thanks.
all of my life problems.
Any questions you've got, just text me.
We're
I'll be
taking
like,
notes.
"Da-da-da-da-da."
You are that friend though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm so that friend. I would do that for you girls.
You're the best. Don't say that because I will.
I'll be getting calls like, Grace, I need you.
No, seriously, it's hard out here sometimes.
Yeah,
honestly.
it is. No, it really is, girls. It is.
Anyway, well, thank you so much. It was so
thank
nice
you for
to
having
chat to
me.
you.
And you.
So much fun. And hopefully we see you soon.
Yeah, you will go.